Alright, it has been 17 weeks since we started the rundown, but it's been 15 years since the very first Smackdown. This is the Smackdown Rundown. That was just destructive. But leave the Undertaker alone. You know,
Take two.
Oh. Undertaker just got run down.
This is a very destructive episode of the table stuff.
Yeah. That just wasn't necessary. Maybe it was. But yes, today we watched the 15th anniversary of Smackdown. That means I've officially been watching wrestling. Wrestling itself for 15 years. That's a long time. That just
what if these people don't know who we are?
Okay.
Oh, you're mean.
No, what's the significance of them not knowing who we are?
I don't know. You just need to introduce who we are.
Oh, alright. I'm Travis Colt, this is Thomas Wolf, and this is Kevin Hawk. If you haven't got that from the rest of the videos that are over in the playlist, just on the other side of Kevin Hawk, that's who we are. I'll put little name tags down there for you. I mean, that's what
sorry, I actually forgot.
Oh. No, it's okay. Hi. I'm Dolph Ziggler.
That's you.
Yes. So we opened SmackDown up with a reunion of sorts. We started off with the very first SmackDown general manager, Stephanie McMahon, came out.
What?
Yeah, definitely wearing something similar to what she used to wear as the general manager of SmackDown. Looking good as usual. She's talking about all the great things that have happened on SmackDown. All the great moments, all the guests, and just
talking about The Rock.
Yes.
And
yeah.
The Rock is the People's Champion.
And then someone said, "Did I hear someone say power?" And we get
people.
People. That's yeah. That's the word, not power.
Because he's not the power champion; he's the People's Champion.
But I was doing the second word in people power because we get.
People Champion.
What was that?
Yeah.
We get John.
Meatbirds.
We get John Laurinaitis, who I forgot was actually general manager of SmackDown. I was always used to him being the executive vice president of talent relations and the general manager of Raw. But I guess there was that time when him and Vicky switched.
Yeah.
So that was a thing. He comes out and he's talking about making all these great matches and all these people power and giving the people what they want. But what the people wanted came out next, and there was the huge pop for the return of Teddy Long.
The longest reigning GM of SmackDown for 6 years.
6 years. That's
a lot of years.
I mean, yeah. That's almost half the time that SmackDown's been on the air. That's crazy.
That's like at least 10 times longer than we've been doing the Wrestling Rundown.
Yes. Probably way more than 10
At
times.
least.
But, so then we get John Laurinaitis and Teddy Long in a battle of who could make the better match.
We start with a 6-man tag.
Well, we started with a tag team match, and it was supposed to be The Miz and Cesaro versus Sheamus
and Jack
Swagger. And then Teddy Long made it a 6-man tag and added Bo Dallas and Mark Henry. And then Johnny made it a 10-man tag and added Goldust and Stardust and the Usos. And then Teddy's like, no, I'm going to do something that's never been done before. We're going to have a 15-man tag team match. And it's going to be all those guys. But then on Cesaro's side, we're going to add Slater Gator, Mini Gator. Slater Gator and Mini Gator. And then on the other side, we're going to add the Matadors and El Torito. And we're thinking, wait, okay. Literally, they counted El Torito. He even did the math. He goes, well, 7 guys in the bull, 7 guys in the gator. I don't know about you, but that seems like 15 guys to me. And that would be...
I did the math twice. Once on a calculator and it worked.
Really?
Yep.
You will have to show me where the gator and a little bull button are on a calculator. Because that's a clever thing.
It is.
other things that were announced before Teddy and Johnny came out, we'd also find out that Miz TV was going to be later on in the night, and we'd have John Cena and Dean Ambrose on Miz TV, and we know how well Dean Ambrose does on Miz TV.
Yes. And it's definitely going to be a big pivotal, some sort of turning point on the way to their match at Hell in a Cell.
Yes, it will. But before the former general managers could leave the ring, they were interrupted by Adam Rose and the Rosebuds.
Absolutely. Hallelujah. Thank God for Cape Girl.
Man, little black dress, cat ears girl, sparkly dress girl.
Guy dressed like the Godfather.
White guy dressed like a Godfather. And then other white guy dressed like old rock.
Yeah.
Like 90s rock. I want to be a Rosebud. I am a Rosebud. I want to be a Rosebud there.
We'll all be Rosebuds at WrestleMania 31.
Yeah.
Which we're going to.
Yeah, we are.
Sorry, Thomas.
Sorry, Thomas. But yeah, so Adam Rose would come out and say, "Hey, you know what? This is a celebration for the 15th anniversary of Raw."
I was really hoping
not
all
Raw, SmackDown.
I was really hoping all three of the general managers were going to do the trust fall.
That would have been great.
Right?
But they didn't, because Stephanie would take offense to Adam Rose being out there, and she'd go, "Hey, you know what? It is a party here, and just for that, you're gonna have a match, and it's gonna be against Kane."
And all the Rosebuds stopped dancing simultaneously.
Yeah, no, everyone was like, oh. Even Adam Rose did that. But then they were dancing when we came back from commercial. I guess
he was doing his trust fall.
Yeah, I guess he was like just trying to psych himself up.
Of course. He's getting ready for taking the choke slam.
Well, yeah. Kane would come out and he'd say, I'm not a...
Not a bunny.
I'm not a
cheeseburger.
And I'm definitely not a rosebud.
Yeah.
But tonight I am a party pooper. And talked about, it's funny
What a lemon. What a lemon.
I think it's funny hearing Kane say...
Don't be a lemon.
Be a demon.
Lemon is Latin for demon.
Is it really?
Probably.
I think that's a lie. But yeah, this match wouldn't last very long. Even if he was trying to psych himself up with the trust falls, because...
Well, he did really good at first, though.
Yeah,
he was ducking and dodging.
Yeah, messing around.
Hitting some double boots on Kane, and
I was gonna flip out if Kane lost to Adam Rose.
I was hoping, but he went for the double axe handle off the top rope, got caught with an uppercut, took a flat back bump.
Oh, he got drilled off that double axe handle,
and then got picked up by his throat for a choke slam, and Kane would deliver Adam Rose's very first loss on WWE TV.
It's the greatest streak in sports entertainment.
Come to an end.
I think he might beat Rusev.
I don't think so.
No, I guess Rusev was on TV a bit before Adam Rose.
Yeah, well, I mean, he came out during the Royal Rumble, so...
Yeah, that doesn't count.
But I mean...
He's... Okay, alright. Damn it. The party's over now.
Damn it!
And I know Thomas was sad to see Adam Rose lose. I was.
Stop crying, Thomas.
He's fine.
Cheer up.
He's fine.
Stop being a little bitch.
He's fine. Talk to the people.
What's up, peeps?
So yeah, not the greatest way to start off the SmackDown anniversary.
Unless you're Kane.
Yeah, unless you're Kane. But
or Teddy Long or John Laurinaitis, because they get to dance with Stephanie.
It's true.
What?
Yeah. But our next match, we'd have AJ taking on Alicia Fox.
This is crazy versus crazy.
Yes.
In the most literal term.
This is something that Thomas and I guess we've all been kind of like hoping to see it for a while. Just because, especially once Alicia Fox started to like fly off the handle and just lose her goddamn mind.
Yeah.
It wasn't very long, but it was good. Alicia Fox doing all the stuff she knows how to do. Doing some spin kicks, doing that Northern Lights suplex with the bridge.
She countered one of AJ's moves into the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Yeah, she was... AJ's so tiny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, Alicia was able to just throw AJ around, but AJ would be able to twist. She went for a second backbreaker on AJ, and AJ was able to twist around her and get her into the Black Widow, making Alicia tap out. Paige, who was on the outside holding the Divas title, would get in and would try to. She would attempt a double team with Alicia on AJ. They'd get her down, but AJ would actually thwart any attempt for them to beat her down. She'd be throwing kicks left and right, getting them, and then she ran past Paige or like through Paige's legs and grabbed the Divas title and was out of the ring, and Paige was very upset that her new best friend lost, but
she also threw them into each other.
Yes, she did. She did indeed.
She used Alicia Fox as a weapon.
She did that.
Foxy Cleopatra.
She did that in the tag match.
Yeah.
On Raw before she tagged in Emma.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are the nation. Shift! Okay. Then up next, we had Seth Rollins, who was accompanied by the Cruiserweight division, Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury.
I think everybody knows who that is by now. They're such a successful tag team these days.
Just in case you don't know. Taking on Kofi Kingston. This was a very one-sided match.
Well,
Kofi got a little bit of offense.
Seth Rollins is really mad still.
Well, yeah.
And he hasn't had a match yet, so...
No, he had the 3-on-1 beatdown on John Cena on Raw.
He hasn't had a one-on-one match yet.
He hasn't had a real match.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So, not only was it the aggression of getting slimed, but also getting hot dogs thrown at him and onions dumped on him.
Yeah.
So...
He's just had all kinds of...
Here's the one thing we don't know, is Seth Rollins really, really hates the taste of onions. And when he dumped that onion bucket on him...
Got some in his mouth.
Yeah. And that made Seth Rollins even more angry. And hot dogs aren't part of his CrossFit diet either.
Oh. But
Dean was trying to screw him up with that one.
But it was fun.
Moment on the lips, forever on the hips. Seth Rollins' motto. 2 corner buckle bombs followed by a curb stomp. Well, Kofi Kingston was almost standing completely up.
Well, Kofi can sell a curb stomp from just about anywhere. But yeah,
1, 2, 3.
Seth Rollins.
Basically a glorified squash match.
Yeah, I mean, Kofi had a moment or two, but wasn't anything out of the box for Kofi, and it didn't last very long. So, sorry, Kofi. SmackDown is not the place for you.
It's kind of like Tyson Kidd. According to Natalia.
Our next match, we had Rusev taking on Dolph Ziggler.
Yes. Yes. I felt like this was a huge deja vu from the match before, because we had heel, who was just embarrassed, for 2 weeks straight of embarrassment. Like last Raw, Big Show pulls down the Russian flag.
Oh yeah.
And this Raw, he gets chewed out by The Rock, and so he's got a lot of aggression to take out. And the first chance he gets is going to be the Intercontinental Champion, Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph held his own though. This was definitely.
This is my favorite Rusev non-pay-per-view match.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you for agreeing that that's my favorite.
Yeah, well, that's, search around your mind for lies. That's what I do. But no, this was a really good match. Ziggler was selling, obviously...
Like Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. There was that one, he went to kick Rusev, and Rusev caught his leg and threw him up in the air, and Dolph Ziggler almost came down right on his freaking head.
Yeah, that's a diving tree move. That's what he calls it, the diving tree.
Fuck you on the diving tree?
Yep.
Alright. Yes, big splashes in the corner. Ziggler had 3 consecutive moves where he got hit in the face. Yeah, it's very brutal. Rusev wasn't having it this night.
No, not this night.
No.
Not even most nights, but specifically this night.
Yeah. Dolph Ziggler would end up being crushed and put into the Accolade and having to tap out. Still looked good, but I don't know. Does this mean we're gonna get an Intercontinental title match somewhere down the line?
Maybe down the line.
Maybe after Rusev loses to somebody?
Well, maybe. Because, post-match, Lana and Rusev got on the mic. They had angry words for The Rock, the People's Champion.
Yeah, he's going to pay for the consequences.
He's going to pay for Consequences Creed's tickets to WrestleMania. No?
I don't think that was... That doesn't sound
He's going to pay for rent for a hotel room in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico.
Maybe. Maybe WWE's going to be cheap and they're going to make him pay for it.
Yeah, so there, Rock, you're going to pay for that hotel room in a fictional town.
Yeah. Well, that's not even a real place.
I don't think so.
I thought it was a real place. Let us know in the comments if it's a real place.
And he also had angry words for the Big Show.
Yeah, Big Show.
He's also going to pay for what The Rock did.
Yeah.
And he's challenging him to a match on Monday Night Raw. So we might see Big Show knock Rusev smooth the hell out.
Yeah, so we're going to get...
I really hope he knocks some chunky peanut butter out.
Interesting. So yeah, we're going to get the match that we were supposed to get this past Monday, but we get The Rock instead.
Yeah.
So maybe...
You know, normally I hate when matches get canceled, but I was okay with that one.
Well, yeah, you always make an exception for The Rock.
Hope Dr. Shelby's there for the Big Show's graduation from sensitivity training.
I don't think that's the thing. But maybe it is. Speaking of The Rock, we found out that after Monday Night Raw, The Rock met up with Stephanie and Triple H back in their office.
The people and the authority.
So we get a camera back there, and Stephanie and Triple H are talking, and it seems like they're a little uneasy about meeting with The Rock. You know, they're Triple H's like, nah, you know what, you know how it always gets. You know, it reaches that. It's just I don't want to do it, and like Stephanie's like trying to calm him down, and then The Rock comes in like, oh hey, how's it going? And starts off very friendly conversation.
Yeah, and they reminisce about the very first episode of Smackdown.
Yeah, they main evented the very first Smackdown.
Yeah, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
How crazy it was and how so electric, and their match blew the roof off the arena, and and the match, and The Rock was just laying the Smackdown on Triple H the entire time, and
yeah, he had him, and then Triple H was like, yeah, but then you were the one that was left laying up the lights, and The Rock goes, yeah, but I'm pretty sure that was because Shawn Michaels kicked me in the face, and then things started to get a little heated. They started talking about over the years since that night where it always come to a head in matches, and there'd be the rock bottom and the elbow.
But Triple H would move out of the way and get up and boom, and 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and then The Rock's going going.
Really?
Rock goes,
that's nice.
Wait, that's what I do. He goes, yeah, that's the sound you make. But yeah, so then it really gets heated, and they get in each other's face like, oh yeah, what about like what if we were to have another match, I don't know, maybe WrestleMania, like next year after, whatever
10 years from now, it's still like Smackdown on candy ass.
Oh yeah, well you tell me WrestleMania, the time, the place, you tell me, and I'll be the one to kick your ass and leave you looking up at the lights.
The time, the place, the arena, will blow the roof off the joint, but the place won't even probably have a roof because it'll be an open arena and there's going to be like 100,000 people.
Please make this a match at WrestleMania 31.
I would die of excitement, but then The Rock's electricity would revive me back to life. And I would watch it so hard.
But then they were like up in each other's face, and then they realized like, okay, this is getting awkward now. Like
we're two grown men in the room by ourselves.
Yeah,
inches away from each other's faces.
Well, I can't back down. I can't do that. I'm a man. I can't do that.
I can't back down either. I'm the people's champion.
All
Let's
right.
back down. What if we just both back off at the same time on the count of 3?
All right. So 1, 2, go, or on 3.
On 1, 2, go on 3. Yeah.
1, 2.
I'm gonna back down.
You're gonna back down. Is this gonna be one of those things where it's like it doesn't matter, and then
I'm gonna back down. I would make you look stupid.
All right. So
you do that already on your own.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. They'd back up, and then Stephanie would come back in and like try and calm them down.
She's diffusing the situation.
Like, hey, let's.
Stephanie McMahon diffuses my situation.
Wow, that's. I'm sitting way too close to you for that to happen. I wish Thomas would move the frick over. She'd calm everything down. Like all right, let's go to dinner. Are you hungry? Let's go have dinner.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Are you gonna pay the bill? What? He's the highest paid actor in 2013, and he can't pick up the bill. He's cheap.
I heard that.
I know you heard that, you bastard. It's just this was the moment of the night. Having the exchange between the two of them.
It was like watching old friends get together.
Yeah, and knowing the feuds that these two have had and the moments they've had, it's just there's so much history there that it makes it even more funny. And knowing that The Rock and Triple H can be fucking fantastic in anything they do made it all the more special.
It was very special.
It was.
Happy birthday, Smackdown!
Yeah, we'd fade out when there's a 15th anniversary Smackdown cake, and JBL's excited and like, hey, look, Michael, we got a cake.
The cake is twerking.
The cake is twerking, Michael. Look, we got a cake, and blah, all over Tom Phillips, and that'd be his welcome to SmackDown. Which, by the way, at the beginning, they talked about that when SmackDown aired, JBL was a wrestler, Michael Cole was a backstage interviewer, and Tom Phillips was 10 years old.
Yes.
So I believe that...
Well, Michael Cole called the very first SmackDown.
Oh, he did.
And on the very first SmackDown, JBL, along with his old partner Ron Simmons, won the tag team titles.
Huh.
And
Tom Phillips was
in
at
the
home.
4th grade.
He was at home watching them. How things have changed in 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
But we would go straight from that
Michael Cole still sucks.
Yeah.
That never changes.
How do you still have a job?
Back yogurt.
Yeah.
Total gearbox.
Oh, it's brutal.
God.
It's not like us. Like, we totally reek of awesomeness.
Totally.
Yeah. But we go straight into our main event, which is Team Teddy, the Usos, Sheamus, the Matadors, Torito, Mark Henry, and Jack Swagger.
Way to not look like you're reading that directly off of the phone.
That's hard to do.
Hold on. Alright, so we go in to the main event, a 15-man tag team match. It's hard to my brain to wrap around the idea of a 15-man tag team match, because logically in my head, I'm always thinking 7 versus 8. This is going to be a handicap match of some sort. But it's not. But it's not. Because it's Sheamus, and it's Jack Swagger, and it's Mark Henry, and it's the Usos, and it's Fernando and Diego, the Matadors, and their little bull friend, Torito, going against... Did I already say that was Team Teddy?
Nope.
No? That was Team Teddy.
See?
They were under the umbrella of the Teddy Long Corporation. All 7 of those guys loved to holla holla. And the bull was a total playa. He got kissed by Layla and Summer Rae at the same time one time.
He did.
I'm jealous of a midget. I know. And they went against Team Johnny, Cesaro, Damien Mizdow in place of the Miz, who they said earlier.
Yeah, they said Miz earlier, and the stunt double stood in for him, doing his job.
The tag team champions, Gold and Stardust, Heath Slater, Titus O'Neil, Mini Gator, and the inspirational Bo Dallas. Thank you very much.
Could have helped Thomas, God. But anyway, no, this was a really fun match, though.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
Yeah, the only person that didn't actually get in the match was Mark Henry.
Yeah, he never legally got tagged into the match.
It started off normal, very, very, very civilized tag team match. He had, each team was working their corner. And
we started out with Diego and Goldust.
Yeah. And interesting.
Matador's wearing royal purple.
Yes. They've been changing up their colors a lot. They've had gold. Now they have the purple.
I really like their Tito Santana green.
Yeah. That was one thing. Tito Santana was originally supposed to be on.
He wasn't going to be there.
On one of the teams, but Stephanie said he wasn't there.
I don't think she was telling the truth. I bet Tito Santana was really there.
But she's hot. Yeah. So, started off very normal. Heels took advantage for a while, but then it really starts to break down, and we get the.
I love the moment we had where all 15 guys got in the ring, and there's a stare down, and it looked like it was just going to turn into an all-out melee, and then all the heels sling out backwards.
Nope, we're not doing that. There was what I thought was funny was it looked like they all got out because Stardust walked behind a bunch of them, and as he did that, they progressively got out of the ring. So it was Stardust no.
He's still get up.
They're gonna kill us.
Sheamus did his 10 beats of the Bowery
on 3 different people. Started with Cesaro, then Slater came in for a punch. He stopped him, turned him around, started banging on his chest, and then Bo Dallas?
That was Stardust.
Yes. Stardust. Stardust came in. He blocked Stardust, and then he did 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even remember. He ended up hitting 25 different beats on the chest along the 3 of them, and finished off going down the line on all 3 of them. Knocked them all down, and then it was.
Well, Cesaro gave him the hangman at the end.
Yes. Yeah. He went to go.
Shot at him on the ropes.
And
Cesaro did the first swing we've seen in a long time.
With, of course,
15 rotations.
Appropriately, he did 15 rotations.
Into a super kick from Jey Uso.
Yeah, and he was all kinds of fuckered up at that point.
Yeah, he had to try and go tag it. I don't remember it. Tried to tag in Stardust.
Yeah, I think it was Stardust.
And he looked like he couldn't figure out which Stardust to tag because he spun around a lot.
Probably 5 of them he's trying to figure out which one's the real one.
We had the dive train.
Yeah.
A Slater Gator on the outside, and the Usos held the ropes open for the Matadors to dive out.
Yeah, Matadors dived through, and then the Usos got in.
Double back body drop to the dust.
Then they did their over the top rope. And then Hornswoggle's like, yeah, now I'm going to do it. And he goes off the ropes, and then he gets drop kicked in the face by Torito.
Bo Dallas freaking razor edges Torito over the top rope.
That was great.
Onto everybody.
Torito went for a Hurricane Rana, and he blocked it with the razor's edge, took out everybody on the outside.
Mark Henry came in, tried to give him the world's strongest slam. He popped over. Mark Henry charged at him. He low bridged the ropes. I thought he was going to beat Mark Henry again.
Yeah, and he starts freaking out. He's like, yeah, baby, wow.
And then Sheamus comes in from behind, runs in front of him. You watch Bo Dallas' facial expression go,
bro kick. Down goes Bo Dallas. Tag in Uso. I think it was Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso hits the splash on Bo Dallas. 1, 2, 3, and now officially Teddy Long is the greatest general manager of all time from SmackDown.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait for the next Raw anniversary when we see Stone Cold versus Eric Bischoff.
That's actually one of my favorite matches from
Survivor Series
history.
Yeah.
2003 Survivor Series is one of my favorite Survivor Series. Kane versus Shane in an ambulance match.
Survivor Series is one of my favorite Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Survivor Series might be my favorite series of survival. Followed closely by the Hunger Games. And Jeopardy.
Then we finish off the night with Miz TV. Miz would announce that now the match...
Breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news officially on Miz TV that the match between Dean Ambrose and John Cena...
Let me guess. Tables match.
Nope.
Ladder match?
No.
Street fight.
Kind of.
Judy Bagwell on a forklift match?
Put those together, what do you get?
Aha! No holds barred contract on a pole match.
Exactly. Very good job, Kevin. Yes.
I are good at guessing.
So I'm guessing there would be a contract that is already signed by Seth Rollins, hanging from a pole, and whoever...
And Dean Ambrose, we all know, has some sick stripper moves.
Yeah. That was a really awkward statement. Yeah, so Dean Ambrose and John Cena, first person to get the contract, will move on into Hell in a Cell against Seth Rollins.
I'm excited for this.
Me too.
I really, at this point, I'm at the level where I don't care who wins. I actually just want to see either one of them throw Seth Rollins into the cell 100 times.
Oh, you know what'll happen.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be some sort of extra handicap on...
Well, they'd already wrestled a match, so...
Well,
that's kind of a handicap in its own right.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be something else added to...
Well, of course, they'll have to fight the Cruiserweight division in the handicap match first.
But yeah, Miz would bring out Dean Ambrose.
It's more of a one-on-one match.
It's like Torito and Minigator. Stack them on top of each other, you get one full wrestler.
They should do Torito and Minigator versus the Cruiserweight division.
It's a one-on-one match.
Yep.
But yeah, so Miz would bring Dean Ambrose and John Cena out. He'd be stirring the pot, trying to get them mad at each other, saying, this is John Cena. Do you really think you can? You really think you can take out John Cena? Yep.
Well, John Cena started talking out about how that John Cena sees and listens to everything that happens in the WWE universe.
Yeah.
And he talked about how he knew the authority and the powers that be were afraid of Dean Ambrose because he says what he wants and he does what he wants.
Which is why they call him unstable.
Yeah. And how it just him and Cena are cut from the same cloth in that sort of way. Especially because older years of Cena, very, very controversial in his little raps and, his way of doing stuff was new and edgy at the time.
Yeah, and he'd get to the point where he said, when we face each other at Hell in a Cell, it's going to be like looking in the mirror because we're cut from the same cloth. We're both the same kind of person, just from different worlds. We both want Seth Rollins. We both want to end the authority, and it's. There was a line that he said. I can't remember. No, it was.
I'm gonna go Fruity Pebbles on your ass.
Something like that. But no, it was I love the promos between Dean Ambrose and John Cena because, you do kind of have the same mentality from both of them because they don't give a damn.
Yeah, John Cena was, again, kind of like how he was on Monday, was very concise and to the point.
Yeah, he wanted to end, I feel like he's intimidated by Dean Ambrose promos.
Yeah.
If Dean Ambrose gets too long, he's like, oh man, he's so much better than I am. Yeah, and then Miz would ask Dean Ambrose, are you really?
He's a 15-time world champion, a future top billed Hall of Famer. Do you think you actually have a shot at beating him?
Yep. So, how do you think you're going to do it?
I don't think I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to do it.
He didn't add tone.
No, but he did a lot of weird mouth fucking expressions.
That's a Dean Ambrose thing. He just...
This thing with his teeth a lot. He's got a really dry mouth.
And then he turned to John and goes, did you hear that? I can't remember this at all.
We just watched...
I know.
Thomas, would you clue him in?
He's being really quiet.
That's right. Thank you, Thomas. Cena left, just saying, you know what? See you at Hell in a Cell. And The Miz was like, wait. This is Miz TV. This is not how this goes. You guys are supposed to fight. I stir things up. I make controversy. The ratings go through the roof. And blah, 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 blah. And this is what everybody wants to see is you guys fight. Justin goes, you know what? You're right. People here in Philadelphia want to see John Cena and Dean Ambrose fight here on Miz TV on the 15th anniversary of Smackdown. Woo! But they don't want to see us fight each other. They want to see us fight you. And they both beat up The Miz.
Yeah, they
won't put Bushwhacker on The Miz.
Yeah, and then what was really weird is, John Cena gets Miz up for the attitude adjustment and goes, ah, and then throws him at Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose
for his new finisher, the double arm DDT,
which
which he stole from Bo Dallas.
Well, people actually didn't even think that it was Bo Dallas at all. People were asking Mick Foley what they thought about Dean Ambrose doing the Mick Foley double underhook.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's great.
Yeah. I just find it slightly funny how Bo Dallas for 2 shows used the double underhook DDT as a finish.
Yeah.
Stopped using it, and then a month later, all of a sudden, Dean Ambrose is using it after he comes back from his cinder block injury.
He thought he was Bo Dallas.
Shit. So much inspiration.
He's inspirationally unstable.
He's instabilationally unspirational.
Yeah, he'd hit Miz with the double underhook DDT, and he'd get up, and immediately John Cena would put him in the AA, hit him with it, and lounge back in the chair, and would just watch them writhe around in pain. And then he'd stand up, and then he'd do the John Cena thing that he always does.
Get up to the corner to this first. He did a thumbs up, and then he's like, "Oh shit, that's Hacksaw Jim Duggan's thing."
Oh,
then he
shit.
Then he did the Dudley Boys thing.
It's like, oh,
then when the camera went off, he went, "Port life." That's right. Cameras missed that though.
Yeah. They missed him finally get it right.
Yeah, for the first time in years. Great 15-year anniversary of SmackDown, and I thought impromptu thought in my head right now. Let's go over favorite moment in SmackDown history.
Oh man,
Thomas. That was a good one. I remember that vividly. I was watching that live when it happened that one year.
That's gonna be hard to top, man. Mm-hmm. You gonna make me go next?
Go for it.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite SmackDown moment?
Damn it, Thomas. Let's see. Favorite SmackDown moment. I would say it would have to be one of the ones that actually showed during the show is when Stone Cold was messing with the McMahon-Helmsley regime, and he just had all these different things, laying around the building, and Shane McMahon beat the hell out of the cardboard cutout, and there was the rattlesnake in the
sofa.
Yeah, in the sofa, and then it all culminated with him blowing up the DX Express. I think that'd be one of my favorite SmackDown moments. I have a feeling I think I know what yours is.
Just out of sheer curiosity, what do you think my favorite SmackDown moment of all time is?
Stone Cold and Booker T?
No.
Close,
though. I mean, you gotta think of all the epic battles they've had on SmackDown. I mean, all sorts of stuff. You had, The Rock versus Triple H at the very first SmackDown.
Definitely.
Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle had that Iron Man match.
That was on SmackDown.
That was awesome.
That was, yeah.
I think
that episode is actually on the WWE Network.
I wouldn't be surprised. The supermarket fight between Booker T and Stone Cold.
Price check on Jackass.
Yeah, all these crazy ones. The Batista Undertaker cage match.
Oh yeah.
They had so many epic clashes on SmackDown, but to me, none of them come close to the epic confrontation of titans that was JBL and Godzilla. I'm going to let that moment speak for itself.
That's right.
Look it up.
That's right.
Look it up. This is a special 15-year anniversary of SmackDown edition of my annotation of the week.
So Kevin Knox getting 2 annotations this week.
Yep.
Lucky you.
I know.
But that is it for the Smackdown Rundown. Talking about the 15th anniversary of Smackdown. A really fun show.
You can't find a video of that on YouTube. What is it? Sci-Fi Channel for some reason. That might have been where SmackDown was at the time when he was doing that clip.
Maybe.
Just insert like a 3-minute video of Norman Smiley dancing.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
All
Thank
right.
you for watching the Smackdown Rundown. Thomas, you've been really... Where'd Thomas go? Wasn't he just here? So that's it for the... I already said that. Twitters and stuff are in the description. We'll next week we got Fantasy Warfare results. Kevin's team of Shawn Michaels and Mike Quackenbush taking on my team of Shinron and Ophidian. We'll see you next week for week 18. Happy Halloween. I'm scared.
You should be.
We'll see you next week.